So I could tell that it was going to be a little more of an urgent call, just in the tone of the dispatcher's voice. She was speaking a lot faster, a little more frantic.
Car 2 entered 2 truck 1 to the rear of Rise 18607 Detroit for a car on fire.
There was potentially a child trapped inside. I had a CAD note that said that there might have been 2 children.
The day of the incident, I was working in the parking lot of the store that I was assigned to for that day. Someone approached me and told me that there was excessive smoke coming from a car parked in the lot of the store. At that moment, I ran towards the car to see what was going on. When I got to the car, I saw a lot of smoke and fire inside the car. I could see there was a little boy who was sitting in the front passenger seat of the car. I tried to punch and break the glass, but I couldn't. So I decided to run to my car and get the wrench in the back of my car. I was able to pull the little boy out of the car in flames.
He opened the door and pulled the first child from the burning vehicle, and then that is when the first child told George that his brother was still in the car. I think that George didn't even think twice about it. It was just an instinct for him that he noticed that a child was in danger and he leapt into action. I think it took him less than 10 seconds to return to his car, to get the tire iron and run back to the vehicle that was on fire to rescue the children.
After I pulled the little boy out of the car, I proceeded to place him on a safe place away from the car on fire. At this point, I was not feeling well. Then I realized that the toxic fumes from the burning car had gotten to me. Suddenly, I heard the crying and screaming of a second child coming from the car.
Without hesitation, he went back to the car to get the second child. He opened every door, just searching for the child. And finally pulled him to safety.
I had seen Mr. Ragghianti kind of wandering around, almost dazed after what had happened. And I noticed that all the skin on his arms were burned and sloughing off. There was fire and smoke and heat, and he reached back in there without any gear on, without regard to any of his own safety or his life, and he pulled that second child out. And in the video you see, it's not 5, 6, 7 seconds later, the whole car is full of flames.
What I saw on that video footage was nothing short of being a true hero, and without George's actions of that day, those children wouldn't be here today.